What do we have here? Pair of Nikes. There's a Pokemon beanie. Some Pokemon cards. Some Pokemon cards. Look at that. Would you look at that? Hey, look. A Wii controller. Little snake. Another card. Damn, but where's the other Nike shoe, bro? There's a guide. So I'm taking this stuff. Taking this guy too. I have no idea what these cards are for, but check them out. All these Pokemon cards. That's a shame that other Nike shoes not here. Packing material, a whole box full of it. I got the fish tank too. Pogo stick. I wonder if I can sell a pogo stick. It works!
It works!
Do you guys think I can sell a pogo stick? And other things? Look. Oh man. That's how I started, man. I'm definitely taking this with me. I got no space in here. I got this sold, but I'm not meeting the guy until later. I didn't expect to find a fish tank today. And my trunk is full. I ain't gonna lie, man. That snake tank stinks. But I'm still taking it. Sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad, you know what I'm saying? But there it is. Snake tank, pogo stick, Wii joystick, little snake thing. Got a Pokemon beanie and a manual of some kind, and some Pokemon cards. And I saw a hologram in there, so got this Dodge Ram thing here that somebody's giving me 50 bucks for later today. I found that on the side of the road also. I'll put a link to that video in the description of this one, so you can go check it out. I even put it in the end screen, so you can just click on it from the end screen. But there you go, baby. Trash to cash. Right now this is trash. Right now this is trash, but for those who don't know, this is my beginning. Of me actually doing the whole resale thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started reselling because I found a tank on the side of the road, a big tank, and I was gonna keep that tank for myself originally, so I could put a snake in it. But then I realized that the tank was really big, and And I said, you know what, maybe I could sell it. So I put it on OfferUp. I had it listed for like $100 or something like that. Somebody offered me 60 or 80. I still cannot remember. But I took the guy's offer because at the end of the day, it was free money. Didn't cost me nothing. And in transportation, the glass chipped. It didn't crack. It had like a chip off of one of the edges, but it was still good. So I contacted the original buyer and I told him, look, I can't sell you this. It chipped, and I need to be honest with you. I'd rather just give it to you. If you want it, still, it's yours for free. It's not cracked. It's just chipped. It might still work, but it's yours if you want it. He came over. I helped him load it in his car, and he ended up giving me $20 cash. So I put those $20 in an envelope, one of those bank envelopes, and I wrote, for my online business, do not touch. And believe it or not, those $20 turned into, up to date, a few $1,000s. Because I turned those $20, I went to a Goodwill for the first time ever to source. Last time I was at a Goodwill before that was when I was with my grandma when I was a little kid. So I go to this Goodwill to source and I spend about $8. And I find a bunch of stuff, but my first sale on eBay was a Smurf. And I made my $8 back with that Smurf, if I'm not mistaken. But the other things were pure profit. And 20 turned into 40. And 40 turned into 100. And 100 turned into 300. And 300 turned into 500. Next thing you know, I have about $1,000. And I decide to start Amazon. But in that whole journey, that whole process, I didn't just jump into Amazon. The time that I had, I spent it learning Amazon. I spent it asking questions. I spent it Googling. I spent it researching and getting myself as much prepared as possible to take the first step. And then I moved to Tennessee. I visit my mom in Tennessee for 2 weeks in the holidays. Because my plan was I needed those 2 weeks so that I can focus as much as possible on Amazon and put in as much work as possible to make as many mistakes as possible. Because I knew jumping in that I was going to make mistakes. I knew it. And I was ready for them. And I wanted to make mistakes. Because the type of person that I learn from the mistakes I make. So those 2 weeks I spent sourcing, shipping. I mean, shoot, my first shipment to Amazon was like 6 boxes. And it took me forever to figure it out. But if it wasn't for some guys on YouTube, if it wasn't for some videos I watched, I probably never would have figured it out. So I stayed in the community and I learned as much as I could, and I was a part of it, and I asked questions. The next thing you know, I'm invited to be on a live YouTube show. And I made friends. And I built relationships. And we helped each other. And then I realized, man, YouTube, I enjoy it. So I started doing YouTube. And that's why you're watching this video right now. That's where it all started for me when it comes to actually reselling online. Because, I mean, ever since I was a kid, I was flipping something. I always had that hustler mentality. But with that being said, don't be afraid to look through the trash, man. Look, this at the very minimum, I'll get $20 for this fish tank. I know I can get 40 to 60 easily. And if I hold on to it long enough, which I'm not willing to hold on to it long enough, I could probably get 100 for it, 80, 100. But for sure, I'll get 40 to 50 bucks. Quick. Within a week or two, 40 to 50 bucks on this fish tank. That Wii controller, that manual, all the little things I just picked up, I could make money on. The pogo stick, who knows? I could make money on that. I've never sold a pogo stick, but I'm sure somebody locally would love to have a pogo stick. And if you market it the right way, if you do a good description, a good title and good pictures, you know, you attract attention, and somebody that's actually looking for it is going to click on your description. They're going to communicate with you and let you know that they're interested, and you can make a sale, and you can make some extra cash. But my recommendation will be, at the very least, your first year, don't spend any of the money you make. Now, if you get into a tight situation because work is rough, and the reason you're even wanting to resell is because you're living check to check, or you're not making enough to get by because you got kids, or you got a wife, or you got a house, or you got bills, right? So that's understandable, and that happens, you know. So depending on your situation is what you should do, what you would want to do with your money. But if you really want it to grow, you can do it. You just have to hold on to it and reinvest it. Hold on to it, reinvest it. Almost like forget about it, right? Because if you really think about it, you might have made $1,000, but in reality, you only have $20 invested. So you've only really spent $20. So if you look at it as, I don't have $1,000, I only got these $20. If you give it that mentality, shoot, you'd be having money like crazy pretty soon. You just got to go after it. You just got to get it, and you got to hold on to it, and you got to move in. You got to flip it, and that's how you got to do it. That's how I've done it. You know, trash to cash. Shout out to Flip a Dollar from Instagram. I'm gonna put a link to his description. I'm gonna put a link in the description to his Instagram. You guys need to go check him out because he has the same sort of mentality, right? Like, he literally turns trash into cash, and he does it big time. Like, I'm pretty sure that that's his full-time hustle. Like, I follow him, and I know that his full-time hustle is flipping, is whatever, any way possible. You know, he does flea markets, he finds trash, he flips it, he does Macari, he has his own little book, man. I mean, the guy's a hustler, and he's gonna be on our show Saturday night on my YouTube channel. So subscribe if you're not subscribed to this channel, if you want to get some knowledge, but at the same time have some fun, let loose, and just follow me, right? So at the end screen, I'm gonna put my little outro now. Shout out to my cousin and his girlfriend. They are opera singers, and they helped me do a fun little outro, so check it out. And click on one of the videos in the end screen, but definitely hit the little red button in the middle that has the Fat Man logo to subscribe. And if you could, and you find it in your heart, go ahead and share this video. But definitely comment down below. Do you find trash? Do you look at it like money? Do you see valuable things in things that other people don't see value in? How did you start reselling? Comment down below. I would love to know that. People who are reading the chat would love to know that. Let me know. My name's Alex Fatman the Flipper. I'm your friendly neighborhood Fat Man, and for now I'm saying peace, money, and love.
Not only is he fat,
He flips. Not only does he flip,
he's fat. Fat man.
yeah. Okay.
Is that too much?
I'm totally using that.